Did you figure out this week's trivia question? Well, the answer is B. The average American eats 100 tons of food over a lifetime.
Hi, welcome back. You know, our hectic lives can make it a challenge to enjoy regular, well-balanced meals. Now, hopefully, with the help of our chef and our Eat Well, Live Well recipes, you and your family are being inspired to enjoy the art of healthy cooking. Let's turn things over to Chef Ulrich to see what he's whipping up this week.
Thanks very much for joining us today. What we're going to do today is cook with parchment paper. It's an older technique, an older traditional method of cooking that really doesn't get used that much more. But why we're going to focus on that today is that it's a very healthy and I think an interesting way as well to cook and entertain in your house. Before we do that, I'm just going to, because one of the ingredients that we're going to be using is sesame seeds. When you buy sesame seeds in the store, they haven't been toasted yet. And what you want to do is just toast those. I have a pan on here. It's a non-stick pan. I'm just going to put some of those sesame seeds in there. Use both the black and the white. Just rotate the pan a little bit. Turn this down to a nice low heat at this point, and the residual heat from the pan will just start toasting all the oils that are in these sesame seeds. There we go. Just keep that rotating, keep that moving. You can see some of the blonde sesame seeds are turning brown already. Those are good to go. I can turn this off already and just leave them sitting on the side there for when I need them. First thing with cooking with parchment paper is that I need parchment paper. So this is just your regular paper that you'll buy in the store. What I've done is I've cut a large sheet in half, folded that in half again, and then I'm just going to cut this into a round shape. And again, visualize how big the piece of protein that you're working with, and today we're going to be working with halibut over here. So visualize how big it's going to be and probably make it about 3 to 4 times bigger than you need. We have our piece of parchment paper. I'm going to open it up. We've got the fold down the middle here, and keep an eye on that because that's important as to where we place our ingredients as we're cooking with parchment paper. I'm going to take a little bit of spray. Just spray that down there so that what we're cooking in here doesn't stick. Right, we're going to take some Napa cabbage, and we're just going to slice some of this Napa cabbage. And we're going to use this Napa cabbage as a bed to put our protein on. It'll cook on this, and then we'll obviously eat that later on as well. So, pushing it up against the edge of the fold like this, put down your Napa cabbage, and you just want enough to put your fish on top. Take a piece of halibut, and this is a beautiful fresh piece of halibut. It should smell of the ocean, but not smell like old fish. So you definitely want a little bit of that sea salt in there. Take some of the ginger, put it over the top of the fish. A little extra of the ginger onto the side of the cabbage here. And make that Napa cabbage much more flavorful. A little bit of salt, some fresh ground pepper. We're also going to take some scallions, and again, just cut them on the bias over the top. And at this point now, take some sesame oil and very gently just pour a little bit over the top. Take the parchment paper like this, a little bit of the sesame seed, a spoon. These are still warm, so don't pick them up with your hand. And some of those sesame seeds over the top. So fold over the parchment sheet like that, over the top of the fish, and then slowly start to crimp the paper. What I'm doing is I'm folding the paper in and over on itself. There we go. All the way around. And then at the end of it, just take your fingers, push this down well. What you're trying to do is create a seal. Put that onto a baking pan, and we're going to pop this in the oven here. And here we have one that we just pushed in about 15 minutes ago or so. There you go, put that down there. And that's really all you need. 15 minutes is plenty of time for the fish. There we go, we're going to lift that up, put that onto our plate. The way that you can tell that this is cooked without breaking into it is just putting your fingers on the edge of the fish. You just want to feel that it's firm, not too flaky, because if you push on it and it starts to break apart, you've overcooked the fish, but just enough that there's some give back and there's resistance to your finger when you push onto it. At that point now, cut open the parchment paper. Some of that steam will come out. Smell that. That is lovely, fresh fish. Just open that up, and there we go. You eat that right out of the parchment paper like that. All the juices, all the aromats, all those fresh flavors are kept inside that fish.
If you missed jotting this recipe down, you can catch it again on our show's website, YourLifeTV.com. You can find our entire Eat Well, Live Well recipe library online. We'll be right back.
Our country's obesity epidemic has gone to the dogs. Next on Your Life, how to get your furry friend back into shape.